Have you ever wondered why there are different types of sparring in martial arts? The world of martial arts is as vast as it is intriguing, with sparring serving as a key component. Sparring, the practice of training blows, is where martial artists refine their skills, test their mettle, and prepare for real-world scenarios. Today, we delve into two distinct forms of sparring: continuous sparring, a relentless test of stamina and resilience, and point sparring, a game of precision and speed. Now you might be asking, what differentiates continuous sparring from point sparring? Picture this: two martial artists engaged in a fluid, non-stop exchange of techniques. That's continuous sparring. It's a thrilling ride, where each participant is constantly on the move, responding to attacks and counterattacks in a seamless flow. It's not just about strength or speed, but about stamina, adaptability, and the ability to think on your feet. Continuous sparring is a mirror, reflecting real-life combat scenarios more accurately than any choreographed routine ever could. It promotes endurance, adaptability, and quick decision-making, all crucial elements in any martial art. But as with any technique, it has its downsides. The high-intensity nature of continuous sparring increases the risk of injury. And without immediate feedback, it's easy to develop bad habits that can be hard to break later on. So, continuous sparring is like an unbroken dance of combat. But what about point sparring? Now, imagine a game of chess, but with fists and feet. That's point sparring. Point sparring is a thrilling endeavor, where each successful technique earns you a point. It's all about precision, control, and strategic thinking, much like a game of chess. It's a game where you're expected to hit without being hit, to outmaneuver your opponent, and to strike with accuracy and finesse. The precision required in point sparring promotes a high level of discipline and concentration. And it's not just about brute force. It's about understanding your opponent, anticipating their moves, and making your move at the perfect moment. However, every coin has two sides, and point sparring is no exception. It doesn't simulate real-life combat scenarios and can potentially develop a habit of pausing after each technique, which can be a disadvantage in a real-world setting. Point sparring, a precise and strategic game. But how do they stack up against each other? So we have continuous sparring and point sparring, each with its unique advantages and drawbacks. Continuous sparring fosters endurance, adaptability, and relentless action, but can be physically taxing. Point sparring hones precision, control, and strategic thinking, though it may interrupt the flow of combat. The choice between these sparring styles largely depends on your personal goals, style, and preference. Remember, at the end of the day, what matters most is not the type of sparring, but the lessons, discipline, and growth you gain from it.